Hello, hello. This is a deep pondering, and it's going to be on The New Human, Awakening to Our Cosmic Heritage by Rodwell. I highly recommend reading this book if you find that you resonate. Anybody you know resonates, whether you have children that are the new humans or grandchildren. It's knowledge that we need to start spreading, getting the word out, because these children need our support. And I think I'm a new human, but but I'm an older new human, but the children that are coming in are way beyond where I came in at. And so there'll be varying different levels of this, but to be thinking about what I read in here. And I think it's just fascinating. And I think it's a topic that we need to start addressing. So here we go. What is the new human? The new human. The new humans are new generations of children and young adults, consciously and intimately connected to galactic intelligences. They contend that they have come from star origins to bring about change and spread the truth of who we really are. They tell us that the star visitors are the ancestors of humanity and created us. They say most of our species are still asleep and need to be awakened to our true heritage, and that they have come here to help, particularly with the new ecologically and spiritually based technologies. Through their awareness and knowledge, they believe they can help older generations understand their heritage. The new generations of starseeds have different requirements. Far less fearful, and most often they have embraced their experiences and encounters because they perceive reality through a far broader, multi-dimensional lens. This means their human struggle is the difficulty to fit into the 3D box and be understood. The new humans, new programs, letter people. The new programs of humanity can be embodied in human labels, such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, Asperger's, and other forms of autism and dyslexia, conventionally believed to be the result of faulty genes, poor diet, vaccinations, poor parenting, and pollution, etc. Although some of these may be contributing factors, it cannot explain why these children are so dramatically different in terms of perception and behavior. Is it possible these apparent dysfunctions are part of a new evolving human? Molecular biologist Dr. Lena Olson believes this is not a dysfunction, but they are fundamentally different and have coined the term letter people. Dr. Olson, and it's spelled O-H-L-O-S-O-N, believes she is a letter person. This understanding has been due to her research into the differences, both as a scientist and because of her own special experiences. Dr. Olson explains that there are qualities these people have which are not being understood because they are fundamentally different. Metaphysical communities have long noted these differences in children and interpreted them as evolving shift in human consciousness, defining them as crystal children, indigos, children of light, golden children, or rainbow children, as they recognize their heightened awareness sensitivities. These terms, however, are dependent upon the behaviors observed, and although this has validity, in my view, it doesn't tell the complete story. The missing link, which is crucial in their understanding of the evolving human. This missing link is the part that extraterrestrial intelligence plays in our metaphysical and physical reality. Their involvement with human DNA is a significant factor in our continuing evolution as a species. This particularly relates to the new programs of humanity we are observing right now. The physical reality, modifications in human DNA. The reader will observe that throughout this book, I place great emphasis on human DNA. I believe this is an important key to understanding what I believe is happening now. Research has demonstrated that indisputable link to extraterrestrial encounters and their ongoing focus with human DNA. I believe, as do many other researchers, that this indicates these intelligences have been involved in changes and modifications of the human DNA throughout our Genesis. The late Dr. Roger Leir agreed and was convinced humanity was being upgraded through their interactions with extraterrestrial beings. He stated, "I have come to the conclusion that not only are there star children among us, but the entire human race has been advanced forward at a rate that is unlikely to be due to slow evolutionary forces, but far more likely that this rapid advancement of the human species is due to alien intervention of our bodies and minds." Dr. Roger Leir, author of The Aliens and the Scalpel. Non-human intelligences regularly collect genetic material during encounters. Research and witness testimony suggests that they also have programs for altering human DNA, even at conception. This information offers a relevant and logical explanation as to why there are so many important and dramatic changes in human abilities and behavior in the newest generations of humans. Molecular biologist Dr. William Brown also believes we are changing as a species. I believe genetic modification is occurring right now in utero and is actually producing new humans. Molecular biologist and experiencer Dr. Olson agrees and has a name for the new humans: a quantum letter people. Letter people bring different multidimensional skills to humanity. Dr. Olson comments on how the shift in human consciousness should be explored from a physical and multidimensional perspective as well as soul level. It is not as simple as foreign DNA. It's a combination of genetically improved bodies in combination with souls from different places in our universe, incarnating in these improved bodies. The souls have different frequencies, vibrations, depending on their evolutionary status, and that plays a role in activation of the DNA in that particular body. I believe we also have to take into account the collective soul of the Homo sapiens. Dr. Olson, in correspondence with the author, 2014. Humanity has been at this point 3 times, but has been knocked off course. This time there is a 95% chance we will make it, and possibly a 100% chance we are headed to a higher level. It's slow, but they are getting more in tune with things, and that's due to the shift that's affecting everyone. It's the starseeds and the indigos of the planet Gaia cherishes because they help the vibration of the planet more than any others. This is by Peter, who's 12 years old. New human qualities and abilities. Superior mental and analytical capabilities, which allows them to connect more multidimensionally with the unseen world. Enhanced DNA. Photographic memories. Non-verbal communication. Ability to manipulate time and space. The perception of reality with various parts of their body, not just through the eyes. abilities to communicate and interact with intelligence in many forms, both physical and in the astral, meaning out-of-body state. Extreme empathy for the emotions and feelings of their parents as well as other humans. The perception of a broader spectrum of reality than older human generations, including heightened sensitivities in all 5 senses. Ability to sense or perceive presences, energies. These can include non-corporeal entities such as spirits, interdimensional presences, and extraterrestrial beings. Telekinetic abilities, moving objects with the mind, remote influencing skills, mind meld skills, awareness through other consciousness, human and animal, interspecies communication, can talk to animals and plants, ability to access information, recall of past lives both on Earth and other planets and star systems, universal spirituality, not limited to religions, an innate understanding of the multidimensional nature of reality, an innate awareness of healing energies and how to utilize them, ability to sense what a truth is and the ability to access individuals through their frequency and very essence, conscious astral traveling, some display of full awareness of terrestrial consciousness and can override the dominant conditioning and programming that occurs from birth. Ability to bypass unsustained clutter and link directly to the subconscious, also called the higher self or superconsciousness, with greater clarity. Non-linear thinking, naturally born with universal wisdom and awareness, gifted creativity, music, art, etc., connected to nature and all life forms, precognition, foresees future events, the manifestation of unusual symbols or scripts, able to articulate non-human languages, perception of more of the visual spectrum than normal. I mean, they can see energy fields. I think I'm going to skip that. So now I'm going to go down to the children and young adults. These upgraded new generations do not appear to have the same challenges as their parents or struggle with their multidimensional experiences. They have conscious recall of their experiences, have minimal fears or concerns about being encountered, accept their encounters and feel quite comfortable with them, acknowledge their star family as their real family and miss them, struggle with the density of Earth, have difficulty understanding a materialistic society, feel human behavior is primitive, feel very different, feel like they have been adopted, feel more connected to the stars than Earth, have a sense of mission and purpose, feel connected to specific star systems, feel quite alien on this planet, have access to knowledge they have not consciously learned through downloads, conscious connections to past life, or from their star family, view objects with a multidimensional perspective, and have difficulty understanding our third dimension view of what is solid, are aware they can levitate, change frequency, and move through solid objects, have many abilities outside of what is considered the norm, have an understanding of many complex fields of knowledge such as physics, spirituality, the nature of reality, manipulation of space-time, the true origin of the species, and perceive the truth despite deception, are aware of inaccurate educational programs on this planet and the harm they do, are aware of manipulations of certain unhealthy energies and frequencies, are aware of mind control technologies, are aware of negative self-serving beings. The new humans struggle to operate and function when their awareness and understanding is not understood. This may manifest in them as arrogance or frustration, but most often confusion or sadness. They can feel that they have been dumped by their star family and struggle to stay on this planet. It can be overwhelming and lead to conscious or unconscious desire to dumb themselves down with alcohol or drugs or vacate through suicide. Let me see at the time. The new human is integrated and accepting of their multidimensional reality and extraterrestrial heritage. So they've come here to help. And so not every child is going to have all, or adult is going to have all of these things. Each individual is unique. And then, some of them come in and remember everything right away, and some are taking time, might start really things coming out and them remembering at 4 years old, at 7 years old, at 17 years old. And there are some that are waking up at 50 years old, knowing things. Robert Grant would be somebody like woke up and now he can see all these things that he's remembering that he put here at another time in his life. He's all of a sudden he's remembering. I don't know if it was 40 or 50. I don't know the exact age, but it was later in life, in his life. And so anyway, very fascinating. I want to keep this short. So ponder on that. Maybe get this book and do some reading or do some more research, or think about like how are you any of these? And what I'll do is I will make a list of these and put them, post them somewhere. I think I'll have it on YouTube under this, and then on the on my podcast, you can just go afterwards to YouTube and then copy the list, and you would have that on there, or the link to the list. So anyway, until we meet again, I hope this was very interesting to you. And if you're older, look at your grandkids and, thinking these kids that are acting out. Another example of this that's really out there are the, what's it called? The, it's on there. The autism tapes, I think that's what it's called, something, but it's showing how they're very psychic and that they're like geniuses. You can go on Spotify. I think they're all over the place if you look those up. I might just have the name off a little bit, but I'll put a link in the notes for that also, so you can go listen to it. It's amazing, So a lot of times these children are coming in and they're disruptors, like thinking like they're ADD or ADHD, right? And disrupting the class. Like, this isn't how we should be learning. We should be outside. We should be in nature. We should be, communing with each other. And that's how that's how they learn best, right? So the old programs don't work for these new kids coming in. The old systems don't work. And it's just, as you start to think about this and ponder it, you will start to see how the system's going to have to move in order for these kids, adults, to flourish. And the parents need to learn more. And also, if you're a parent or somebody that didn't know that you were this, you need to learn about yourself. So you can reach out to me. or other people, and start discovering more of who you are, or who your children are, or who your grandchildren are. So until we meet again, love, live, and matter. Bye.